Well, I started working with Luke about 3 years ago, and at that time I was the global CTO of a company called BWin Party, and we had over 100 Scrum teams. We had basically 7 or 8 different countries, 3 continents, multiple time zones, and we had some real serious problems with the portfolio, with the technology, and what we needed to deliver for the business. We're going to involve 42 teams. Eventually we did all of them. The initial phase was 42 teams, about 350 people, and we basically asked the question about what the statefulness of how we were doing with delivery and how we were doing with the agile adoption in general. And we did this exercise called a speedboat exercise. The speedboat exercise is very simple. You've got, in the model of the speedboat exercise, you have your boat anchors that make your boat go slow, right? And then you've got the propellers which make your boat go fast. And so we asked those questions: what are your boat anchors and what are your propellers? And what was amazing is the data that we got. I mean, it really was revolutionary. And I've been at software development, whatever, leadership, coder, all that kind of thing for the last 25 years. And it was one of those top 3 moments where the data that we got back through Luke's platform and in terms of engaging those voices in a very meaningful way was the people knew, and it wasn't being reported back up. We weren't getting that data. It just wasn't coming through. So what was interesting, as opposed to asking line managers, and we had a lot of managers, what the problem was, and you got a viewpoint, and everything got translated, we were able to ask each individual. We were able to engage each individual. We were able to engage each team and to get that data. And what happens is when you put it into a platform and you're able to look at all that raw data, you're able to see clusters of data. And we found common themes of that information, which led to real meaningful insight. And in our case, it was around a compliance problem, compliance in terms of delivering for countries. And so we were able to cluster and solve that problem. And it was revolutionary. It was just incredible how we were able to get it. So the scale, the sample size was also very significant. So the amount of data in each one of the retrospections from each individual, we were getting a ton of data. So even 350 people, it was 40 some odd teams, but we literally got tons of data. And we were able to quantify that and to create heat maps and basically really get to the root and the solution.